Hi, everyone. Welcome to Digital Experience. This is our iteration retro meeting. Today is Thursday, February 23rd. We'll go over some of the things that went well this iteration and some things to improve on. First up for things that went well is Tina.
Thanks. You're so good at that intro. This is why you have to do it all the time. Yeah, after 2 years of complaining about content being a blocker and we need more content support and yada, 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 it's been going great this quarter working with Chandler and Christina, Andrew Hickey's team. Content has no longer been a blocker for my project, so I just wanted to call that out, and I hope they're watching, and I want to say thanks to them. Next up is Miracle.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't aware my name was in there. Thanks, Lauren. I'm really excited because there's a new login marketing cookie that is in the process of getting merged into the product site. So we'll be able to see if users are logged in on the marketing site and then have like personalized nav stuff going on. Miguel.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that thank you very much to Megan and all those that work in the sleeper cars, because I've used them a lot this iteration. It was so easy to work with them and save me a lot of time. So yeah, I just wanted to shout out. And next is Lauren.
All right. Yeah, that first one was like, give her props to Miracle, but made her congratulate herself on that one. So got this one right. Just props to Laura. We cracked the door open in personalizing our navigation for enterprise and SMB users. So now that's going back to our product designers to do the research of like, okay, we can do it. Should we do it? How should we do it? Like, what's the right way? But super exciting. And things move down to things we can improve on. I think Javi's got the first.
Yeah, right. As I took a big bite out of my French toast. I brought this point over for my one-on-one with Justin. Like I just copied it straight. So I was updating a page, and kind of a page we don't touch too often. And I was just thinking about like, okay, like I was trying to get a header to look like something else on a different part of the site, like the solutions header in particular, actually the one that we use pretty much everywhere on the site. And I got in that process, like, trying to delete old code and then adding new one. I saw like pretty much like how complicated some of the, dependency chain is the components can be. So for example, like copy resources uses solutions video card, which is used in like all of these random pages. And so it's like, I guess it's interesting because it's, I think a product of moving fast makes us I guess like the unintended consequence of moving that really quickly is like, if we change something on that part, we might end up changing parts elsewhere that we don't know of or don't think of checking when reviewing that Mars. And it's a kind of a hard problem because there's not really an easy solution. I was thinking of some in my head about like, maybe like we could have this go down to common. Maybe we can have like perspective component folders / directories for each group, but then that also introduces other problems. So kind of just like a brain dump of what's going on. And then like kind of like adjacent point, like I just did like a find how many view files are in the components directory, and we have 413 view files in there, which is like a lot.
If it helps to kind of run into something similar, I tried looking for it while you were talking, but I ran out of time. I think it was like a carousel or something, and I saw it was made for a different page, and I needed like the exact same thing. So I just put a comment in that component because I think it's under like a page specific folder, and I was like, hi, I'm also using this on this page. Please don't change it. So, or if you do, like, just so you know, you're going to affect it on a different page. And that's probably not the best to put things like that in a comment, but if it helps, I'd recommend doing that, especially when you're using something that's in like a solutions folder. You're like, hey, I'm using it on the install page. You would never expect it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if there's like a particular solution in mind. It's just something for us to be like more aware about and have like top of mind. Like I think like the approach that I took was like, like keep those like kind of like tech debt mitigation like tasks like within the scope of the issues. Like don't make it its own like, Herculean, how do you say Hercules, like Herculean task to like try to fix something that's like outside of the scope of the MR, because I think that'll just really slow us down, and I don't think that's what we want either. It's just like those little things of just chipping away at like those like little like sloppy things, because I did a good amount of that last iteration, with just like trying to make things a little smoother for us, for like the next person who comes along doesn't have to like decipher like hieroglyphics and trying to figure out like what's going on in something.
Can we do like we have right now an epic for the health of the project. Maybe we do not have time to make it a generic component or something to be able to use it in multiple modules. But if we leave a track or an issue or something that this component that is under solutions is being used in resources and features, for example, we can leave an issue saying that we can promote this component to the common folder, and we can spend some time doing that without affecting the iteration. It can be something for help.
I like that idea, John. You could type that out in the agenda and then bring that to the leadership meeting for sure. Kind of carries into number 2 here. And I just wanted to give everyone like the I can't think of the word. Like, you're the technology experts. You work with the repo every day, or our UX, like everyone works with the website. And if you notice something on one of our tier 1 pages, like pricing or the home page or our nav, that you're like, ooh, that's bad, fix it. Just go ahead and do it, and I trust your judgments of like, use the RICE model, like results. I forget what the I is, but effort, and then like the influence, the scope that something's going to have. If it's going to reach a lot of people and it's going to make their experience better, and it's going to be high value, then, and it's only going to take like 10 minutes to fix, just go ahead and do it. Example was this breakpoint, the navigation. Seen that one floating around for a while, and then Michael pointed it out, and I was like, oh, we should have fixed that one when it was happening. All for that one, Nathan.
Thanks. Yeah, I think we talked about this recently about kind of prefixing issues with eng or content or UX or whatever. But are we still using the labels? I think we should be, just for filtering, because I was just doing some backlog trimming. Sorry if you got the emails. But yeah, a lot of them didn't have labels. So if we can maybe just try and, I don't know, like, can we set up automation for this? I don't know if that's even possible. Or like when you're creating the issue, you click on like it's an engineering issue, and then boom, it adds a prefix and it adds a label. I'm not sure if that's possible, but yeah, just trying to have consistency between issues.
Yeah, the issue template should automatically apply the right labels. I think in some instances our syntax is wrong, so therefore it's not. Would be a great thing for repository health day, to go and look at all our issue templates and make sure they're working right.
That's it for me. Tina, I think you get the last one.
Yeah, I think we could have maybe planned for a little bit of better coverage for Carrie's while Carrie's away, especially because I have some PTO coming up and probably prevents Jess from taking any time off in March. She's going to be handling all of Carrie's projects and my projects on her own for a big chunk of March. And that's going to affect all the engineers as well, because reviewing MRs is pretty much 30% of our daily work. So I wanted to flag that now because my PTO is coming up March 12th. And that's the end.
Okay. Any final thoughts on that? Should I stop recording? All right. Okay, we'll see you next time.